of the nearby rat do the demonstration. Like how do we train them to save people life? We also have special time to hold them as well. So with them already, we will come back inside to the AC room to watch the video for the last part. So in the video, you will see the real place and the whole process of clearing the landmine. And I will add on more about after the report and the annual report that Apop has been released. Registered in Belgium since in 1997, but headquartered in Tanzania. We train the rat to work in two projects. First one is detect landmine, and the second one is detect tuberculosis, TB. But in Cambodia, we work only one project is detect landmine. A co-founder of this organization is Mr. Badridgen. He is a Belgian man, and he also is someone who had an idea. So the story started out when he was young. He had rats at home, his pet rat, but his rat cannot live long. Only 3 years that his rat died. After that, he did the research that related to the animal, especially to the rat, and he found out that African giant pouch rat, they can live longer and also more resilient than his own one. So the one that we have is African giant pouch rat. Actually, they don't have a pouch like kangaroo to store baby, but they have magic to store the food. So these rat, they have very long life that they can live 8 to 9 years old. Rebreeding and training them in Tanzania is not in Cambodia. We take around 9 months to 1 year of training them. So after we train them already, we send them to Cambodia and a lot of small countries that Apop working with. We started to train them since the rat at 4 weeks old to get socialization with people first. When the rat at 10 weeks old, we train them to recognize the clicking sound. So the rat, they don't understand the language. Only one way that they can communicate with people is clicking sound. We have a clicker to make a sound, and then we give food to them. So we click and then give food to the rat. Click and food at the same time. So the rat, after the rat, they can recognize the clicking sound already. The next step, we train them to smell explosive powder. We have TNT powder. We put that powder inside a small container, and then we put a small container up to the ground. And after that, we let the rat smell it. At first, they don't realize what is that. They just play around with the small container, and then they strike to the ground to find out. A trainer, when they see the rat strike to the ground like that, they have to click a clicker immediately, and then they give food to them. So they smell, scratch, click, and food. For the next step, we put different smell, and we teach them how to differentiate between TNT smell and another smell. If the rat smell TNT container, they strike the ground, we click, give food to them. But when the rat smell something else, they scratching, but we ignore them. We don't click and we don't give them the food. Just only one smell as always is TNT powder. So after we train them so far, we let the rat to do the final exam. So all of them need to find all the target of the landmine in 400 square meter area. If the rat can find all, they can pass the exam. But if they miss one or 2 landmine, they will fail exam. So 3% of the rat will fail exam. Just 3% fail only. And you know, when they fail exam, people give them a chance to take the re-exam again. So it's okay for the rat who fail exam. So after all of them, they completely pass the exam, we let them come to Cambodia. When they arrive to Cambodia, we don't let them work yet. We need to do the internal exam because we need to select the best one. So if the rat get high score, we let them work in the real mine field. If they get low score, we let them work here. So which means that all the rat who working here, they don't have working experience because their qualification is not good enough to work in the real place. We trust them, but not 100%. Yeah. Now potato field. We don't allow the rat to break here because they will eat it. So a lot of food for them, they cannot focus to do their job very well. So the hero rat don't work here, but people still working on it. They're using manual method detector machine. For the black light dot here, we let the rat to work around. So before we let them work here, the first step that people need to do is using manual method detector machine to clear for the safe part. So the safe part means safe place for people walking safely and also for excavator, or you can call brush cutter machine. So the excavator has long arm, it is 6 meters long, that they only cut the surface of the vegetation and they try not to hit the ground. We only clear the small of the vegetation. For the big tree, we don't cut them. And you know, hero rat cannot work unless we clear the vegetation and we need to prepare the place for them in advance. So after we clear the vegetation already, the second step, we need to divide the land, which is look like tennis court. For example, from my side to his side, 6 meters by 100 meters. And then we let the rat to work around. So one rat needs to work with 2 handlers who control them to work properly. The 2 handlers, they have to stand face to face like this, and they are far from each other, just 6 meters. They cannot stay longer than that because the excavator has limited arm. And the 2 handlers are walking in a small safe area, half meter here, half meter over there, that we clear for them in advance by using manual method detector for doing a great job, like bananas and peanuts. So after the rat eat first food reward already, we let them come back that place again to confirm the location. While the rat they confirm the location, that healer, they use something to measure the areas and remark the location of the landmine to the place that they are walking. But we don't remove the landmine yet. We need to wait until finish 3 hours because hero rat work only 3 hours a day. Yeah. So after they finish their job, the miner, they check around at the place that they are scratching and they try to defuse the landmine first. Later on, they collect all the material to destroy in other places by using the remote control. Because we have 2 important reasons that we try not to destroy the landmine at the place that we found. The first reason can be pollute the land. And the second reason, because of their TNT smell is spread everywhere to make the rat control the smell, especially to make them control the location. Yeah. You know, so far, nothing happened to the hero rat. None of them set up the landmine because their weight is not heavy enough. They stand that weight 1.1 to 1.2 kilograms. But we have biggest rat, he got 1.4. Someday he got up to 1.5. Big boy. Yeah, he's working here. His name is Jordan. You know Michael Jordan? That him. His name is Michael Jordan. So Jordan is the biggest rat. He's not fat one. He just was born with a big bone. And more, but not active anymore. And we have more than 4, but we keep inside the glass box. So the first one here is the biggest and also the strong, very dangerous one for the farmer nowadays. Especially happen to the farmer who live along the border. So before, people use cow or buffalo to plow the land, but nowadays they're using tractor more and more instead of it. So the tractor can plow the land to the ground deeper than people using animals. And one more thing, people have no idea where the mine are. So if the tractor accidentally step on this land, this year last month, January, was upon one case. You know, the tractor completely destroyed, but nothing happened to the tractor. What we are going to show you now, it is exactly the same that we have been working in the minefield, but the real one is not like that. It's bigger and longer than this. Even the handler, they had a lot of things to protect themselves. Soon you will see the real place and the whole process we'll show you in the video. We have 2 handsome handlers right here and one rat. That is rat name is Ito. So Ito, he is 4 years old. He has been working in Cambodia for 3 years. Smile to camera. Ito, can you find it? Smell something. Look, he's scratching. So scratch, click. First click, first reward. He got banana. Yummy. Yum yum. Good job, Ito. So he needs to come back that place again to confirm the location. Have you Mexican scribe, Ito? Confirm location, please. Scratch more. So second scratch, we click second click, and he got second for the reward. That is you, Peanut. We only have 2 things for them as a for reward because easy for the healer keep inside the pocket. After they finish their job, they will eat a lot of small like avocado, watermelon, apple, corn, pumpkin, carrot, or sometimes they have grilled fish as a protein. Good job, Ito. Make sure all gone. So Ito, he finished his job right now. He needs to go back and take rest over here inside his 5-star hotel room. Back and sleep. We will have 2 different rats. We'll come outside and let people holding them. So the next step we are going to hold the rat. So are you excited to hold them?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are excited to hold the rat, I would like to ask you to clean your arm first. Make sure clean and dry. Please come right here. So can I have some people to hold Nina? I'll let her move alone. If she moves, just let she's free.
Thank you.
To circulate with very active.
Kissing you. Want the view?